Hi everyone, welcome to our latest video. Follow us around on our jam-packed fun day in and around the surrounding areas of Ubud. Before visiting Bali, we did loads of research on exactly what we wanted to do in this area, so we put this video together in hope that it might give someone else some inspiration too. So, let's go! We started our day off by waking up in the amazing hotel that we stayed in, which was just outside Ubud, called Padma Resort. We have done a video on this, so if you want to check it out, go and find it on our channel. Before meeting our driver, we had a lovely breakfast watching the sunrise over the valley that Padma's located on top of. After breakfast, we headed to the lobby to meet our driver. He was called Toni. Again, after doing loads of research before we headed to Bali, we found a company called Online Bali Driver, who is a guy called Krisna, and he has a team of drivers. Honestly, we could not recommend them enough. They were brilliant. We used them for every single trip we did out in Bali. We had a few drivers, and even Krisna himself, and they were all so helpful, so friendly, couldn't do enough for you, took you wherever you wanted, and the prices are really reasonable as well. Our first stop of the day was Campuhan Ridge Walk. We did head there really early to try and beat the heat. Before you set off on the actual ridge walk, there are a few warungs in the area. We did stop and stock up on our refreshments because we didn't take anything with us. The walk itself is around 2 kilometres from start to finish. It is quite easy. There were a few inclines, but nothing too major. I managed it absolutely fine, and I'm not exactly fit in any way, shape or form. Our next stop was Taman Dedari. This is the cafe that has the amazing statues and gardens. It's more of a photo opportunity. We did get a couple of drinks there, but it was a nice little place to just stop by. It's completely free to enter, and because we went so early, we pretty much had the place to ourselves. We then headed to Ubud Palace, which is probably one of the most famous places in Ubud itself. It is very central and it gets very busy. So again, head there early, beat the crowds. Again, it's completely free to enter. It's great to get some photos, but we spent about half an hour just looking around the temples, making our way around before we went on to our next stop. The next place we went was to a place called Kajeng Rice Fields. It probably is a lesser known rice field, which is just out the centre of Ubud. You can actually walk there from Ubud Palace. Toni did drop us off into a car park nearby. After Ubud Sari Health Resort, just follow the road around. It goes around a corner and then there's like a small hill that you need to go up, and then once you get to the top of there, you'll get to the rice fields. There is a warung as you get to there called the brick warung. Apparently it's really good for you coffee lovers, but we don't like coffee, so we can't really do the judge of that. You can definitely tell this is a lesser known rice field because there was barely anyone there, and we had it to ourselves. After spending a good amount of time at the rice fields, it was time to cool off, so we headed to Omma Day Club. For the day club itself, you can book different seating options in advance. We hadn't actually made a reservation and managed to get in. It is free entry, but there is a minimum spend depending on where you're seated. We had lunch and a couple of drinks here, and that covered the cost for our entry. They do also have one of the famous Bali swings here if you're willing to give that a go. From the day club, you can actually access the Tegenungan Waterfall. After spending a good few hours here after a busy morning, we decided to head back up to Ubud, but stop on the way to a place called Cretya Sunset, which is not to be confused with the original Cretya, alas haram. Again, we hadn't booked a reservation, but we managed to get a couple of drinks and use the pool. This was a perfect place to watch the sunset after a day of exploring. As you can see, it overlooks the rice fields, and they do have a live DJ. After an incredible full day out, it was time to head back to the wonderful Padma Resort for a nice evening stroll. hope you have enjoyed the video. We have full resort tours of all the 4 amazing hotels we stayed in during our time in Bali, as well as plenty more to come. Thank you for watching.